Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Tonight Show. You're here. You're watching it. Thank you very much. Well, guys, earlier tonight, President Biden delivered the State of the Union address. Yeah, of course, Democrats spent most of the night clapping for Biden. It wasn't for anything he said. They were just trying to keep him awake. They were like, hey. It was a tough night for all of Biden's staffers watching from the White House because every time people clapped, the lights went on and off. It's the same thing every year. One side stands and claps, the other side sits still, not having any fun. It reminds me of my cousin's wedding. Yeah. I give it 6 months. Yeah. Now, Biden also talked about his achievements. He said, we passed an infrastructure bill, we reduced inflation, and we finally convinced Tom Brady to retire. So I think it's a great year. In his speech, Biden called for bipartisanship and unity. He was like, as Democrats and Republicans, we have one common goal: to mishandle classified documents. There was wall-to-wall coverage of the State of the Union on all the major networks like NBC, ABC, and CBS. Meanwhile, Netflix is like, ka-ching. I read that Biden's approval rating currently stands at 42%, just above the 41% he had at last year's State of the Union. That's tough. It's like eating kale for an entire year, then realizing you only lost 1 pound. And you go, this is for a whole year. At the State of the Union, Biden was excited to talk about all of his accomplishments. I think he even wanted to mess with China a little bit. Take a look at his entrance tonight.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
All I do is win.
That's how he entered. That's how he entered.
Rubbing it in their face. My goodness.
That's an entrance right
That is
there.
an entrance.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the balloon, the U.S. Navy has started to recover parts of the Chinese balloon that was shot down over the Atlantic Ocean. Not only did we find the balloon, all the Navy divers came back speaking in that funny helium voice.
Mission accomplished.
Listen to this, guys. Today, Speaker Kevin McCarthy suggested that Congressman George Santos will face a House investigation. The specific charges are everything. Some news from overseas. I saw that Kim Jong-un just reappeared in public for the first time in 36 days. Tough news for North Korea. When Kim Jong-un emerged, he saw his shadow, which means 6 more weeks of dictatorship. Yep, Kim Jong-un hadn't attended any social functions in over a month. So either something's wrong or he was just doing dry January. Switching gears, Tom Brady announced that next year he will start his broadcasting career at Fox Sports. But the statement from Fox Sports seemed a bit off. Here, check this out.
Fox Sports is excited to welcome Tom Brady and his blue eyes to our broadcasting team. Tom Brady has invaluable cheekbones about football, and let me start over. Our network needs someone like Tom Dimples. Tom Sixpack. Whatever. Tom Brady is sports talk guy for us now. Gotta go. Bye.
You wouldn't think they'd release that.
Huh?
You wouldn't think they'd release that. You think they'd go, oh, we made a mistake, we'll keep it back. You know what I mean? But they let it out there. That's great.
I think they just went with like a live commercial and they just didn't want to have the time. You know, sometimes you just got to put that out there.
Keep on going, yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah, exactly. Live commercials. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's so fun. Well, people are talking about this. Apparently, the Yellowstone series starring Kevin Costner is set to end. Oh. And a spin-off starring Matthew McConaughey could be in the works. Ooh. Yeah, they already have a title for it. It's going to be called Yellowstoned. Genius. That's a good idea. I watch that. Did you guys hear about a Kia recall? It's not great. Take a look at this.
A recall alert if you drive a Kia SUV. The company is recalling the Telluride 3-row SUV over faulty second-row side airbags.
Oh, man, I just bought a Kia SUV.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Trey.
It's all good. At least I still have my trusty Honda. It's an older vehicle, but that's okay.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Roll the clip.
A recall alert for you this morning. Honda is urging owners of around 8,000 older vehicles to not drive them. The airbag inflators have a high possibility of exploding and hurling shrapnel in a crash.
What? How am I supposed to get to my friend's Super Bowl party this weekend?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that, Tariq.
I had it all planned out. I was gonna bring my charcuterie board. I bought 8 different packages of ready-to-eat meats.
A recall alert for you, and it deals with your charcuterie board. 8 different packages of ready-to-eat meats could be contaminated with listeria.
Come on!
It's a tough break. Is there anything else that you can bring to the party?
Well, thankfully, I'm always prepared. In my kitchen right now, I've got like 2.5 million pounds of canned meat.
There you go. That's perfect. What time's the party?
Kickoff is at 6:30, but I'll get there a little bit early, around 6:24. 6:24.
Time right now, it is 6:24. 6:24. Recall alert for someone that may be in your kitchen right now. Conagra is recalling more than 2.5 million pounds of canned meat.
Are you kidding me?
Do you have anything else?
I'd have to check my pantries. Maybe my Rayals. I have some 16-ounce jars of made-for-home slow-simmered soup. They're labeled chicken and gnocchi?
We have a recall alert new at 5:30. Check your pantries. Rayals is recalling some 16-ounce jars of made-for-home slow-simmered soup. The affected jars are labeled chicken and gnocchi.
Man, I give up.
Look, well, why don't you come to my Super Bowl party?
Sure. What do you have planned?
Well, you know I live above Two Rivers Coffee, so we're going to do a hot cocoa party because they have these cool peanut butter hot chocolate pods, including Brooklyn Peanut Butter Cup hot cocoa, Pingo Peanut Butter Cookie hot chocolate, and Cold Stone Peanut Butter or Cup Perfection.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Roll a clip.
Two Rivers Coffee is recalling its peanut butter hot chocolate pods, including Brooklyn Bean Peanut Butter Cup hot cocoa, Pingo Peanut Butter Cookie hot chocolate, and Cold Stone Peanut Butter Cup Perfection.
You know what? Forget it. Let's come over. We'll rewatch the Grammys. Tariq Trotter, everybody.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, Tariq Trotter, the one and only. Difficult to make plans. Finally, experts in California discovered a pretty crazy issue at one house. Check this out.
A pest control company encountered a home that had been experiencing damage from a woodpecker. And look at this. The bird had been storing acorns in the home's walls. 700 pounds of acorns.
The woodpecker was like, well, there goes my Super Bowl party. Now, we have a great show. Give it up for The Roots, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Yeah. We going all the way up with this one. 21 pounds. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome. Before we start the show, I just want to mention UNICEF is on the ground right now supporting our friends in Syria and Turkey. They're providing access to clean water, food, and much more. So if you're able to give, please visit unicefusa.org/tonightshow. Every little bit counts. We appreciate that. Thank you.